Welcome to the joint freeing yoga class. In this video, we will be doing a specific practice intended to loosen and release the joints throughout the body. You may do this seated or standing. I recommend having a chair available on a non-skid surface or a yoga mat, a yoga block, a strap, belt, scarf, or other long object you could use like a strap, a pillow or a cushion, or both, and anything else that might make you feel comfortable to have nearby. This class will be approximately 20 minutes in length. Please feel free to take breaks as necessary. We'll begin the class by finding a comfortable seat, a firm chair towards the edge of the chair with the feet flat on the floor and supported. You may use a cushion under the hips to tilt the pelvis slightly forward, keeping the knees at or below the hip height. You may also place the cushion behind you in a way to keep you sitting upright comfortably without leaning backwards into the chair. If your feet do not touch the floor, they are uncomfortable, you can place a cushion underneath or some other support, such as a yoga block or a stool or a footrest. Having everything within reaching distance of you is very important. If you need to have a little table to have things near you, please pause the video and take time to set that up now. Finding yourself in this comfortable seat, taking time to close the eyes, slowing the breath. We'll begin with neck stretches, right ear to right shoulder. You may choose to place the weight of your hand on the top of your head without pulling, just to give it a little body weight to aid in the stretch. Releasing the head. Now left ear to left shoulder. Again, it's your choice if you'd like to place the left hand on top of the head for weight. Stretching the neck. Lowering the hands, then lowering the chin to chest. And extending, looking up. Head back to center, and then slowly moving right ear, shoulder to left shoulder, semicircles down towards the chest, slowly, comfortably, and pausing where you need to feel the stretch, lengthening the neck, now extending upwards, semicircles overhead. And then taking your time to go around. Watching that you don't overextend through the back of the neck, protecting the vertebrae in this cervical spine. Going around as many or as few times as you choose. And gently bringing the head back to center. Sliding the chin back and forth, or right to left, or around in a circle. Loosening up the neck. You can use your hands to help you do this as well. Now turning right, facing right, so you can use the right hand to help turn the head, stretching the neck. And when you feel comfortable, release and turn left. Left hand to cheek, stretching the neck. Releasing the hand down to the lap. Now extending the hands and the arms outwards, stretching the palms, spreading the fingers, and then curling into fists and repeating this motion. Extend and curl, stretch, and then a fist. You can move the arms up and down if you'd like while doing this, feeling the difference in how the muscles stretch and the joints move. Taking time to hold an extended stretch and then curl and hold. Stretch, curl and hold, and rotate the wrists in same direction or opposite directions. And reverse. And the arms can be at any height, or you can move the arms around if you like. Feeling how different it feels at different heights, inside the joints. Nodding the hands, shaking the hand. Yes and no. Now opening up through the elbows, rotating out from the elbows. And then switching directions. Relaxing the arms, then shrugging the shoulders and letting them drop. Shrug and drop, shrug, hold and drop. One shoulder at a time, shrugging and dropping. And rolling each shoulder back, one at a time. Rolling forward one at a time. And then rolling together, backwards and forwards, taking time, moving as slowly or quickly as you would prefer. Alternating. You can even use the hands now to press, and then dropping, shrugging and dropping. Again, extending the arms out to a height that is comfortable for you. This can be shoulder height, it can be down by the hips. We'll be doing little arm circles, front or back. We'll be doing both directions eventually. You can take the arm circles wider and bigger if you prefer, or they can stay tiny. Switching directions, continuing to breathe throughout all of this. Now giving yourself a hug. You can either cross the arms or the forearms in front of you, reaching for the opposite shoulders or elbows. Curling down and looking up. Stretching the spine while hugging the shoulders. Release, switch sides, and repeat. Moving slowly through the motions. Now stacking the forearms, grabbing the elbows, and twisting to one side. The elbows can either be raised up at chest height or they can be down closer to the abdomen. Rotating to the opposite side. This is just a gentle spinal twist. It helps to focus in the mid and upper back. Repeating to the opposite side. And again, twisting to the opposite side. Releasing the arms. Doing another shoulder stretch. You can bring the arm across the body, hugging the forearm or the upper arm in towards the chest with the opposite hand, and then switching sides, remembering to keep that shoulder dropped low away from the face. Fingertips on shoulders, beginning to open and close the arms with the fingertips on the shoulders. Arms can be raised up or down by the chest. Loosening the shoulder girdle, beginning arm circles with the fingertips still on the shoulders, elbows forward, circling around, and then switching directions. Releasing the arms, You can remain seated for this part, or you can stand and hold on to the back of the chair to keep your balance. We'll be rotating the ankles and the legs next. Lifting one leg and pointing and flexing the toe and the foot. Circling the ankle in one direction and then the other. Placing the foot back down to the floor, switching legs, point, flex, circle the ankle, and then switch directions, placing the foot back on the floor. Now we'll begin to circle the knees. Lift the leg. Lift the opposite leg. And a little bit of balance here just to warm up the knees. Now placing the hands on the knees, you can circle the knees together, both directions, independently of one another. Maybe do a little dance move. Circling the knees, and now we'll circle the hips. You can spread the feet apart here if you'd like to circle into the knees one more time for extra balance. Hands on the hips, circling the hips like you have a hula hoop. And if you're standing, coming back to sit. Lifting one leg and then the other. You can use your hands to help you do this, or you can do this without your hands. Bringing the knees in towards the chest. We'll be doing a seated hip opener here, scooting towards the front edge of the chair. You can open one leg out to the side with the knee bent, or you can have both legs open out to the side in a supported low squat. Hands on the knees. Leaning over to one side, stretching. Switching legs if only one leg, and then stretching to the opposite side. You can also do this standing if you'd like to try the standing version by holding onto the side of a chair, spreading the legs far apart and squatting. Now seated in the chair or standing, bringing the right ankle onto the left knee. If you are seated, you can press the knee down and away. If you are standing, holding onto the back of a chair, bringing the right ankle over the left knee for balance, you can place the hand on the hip, or you can reach for the toes to help hold the leg up, keeping that leg moving outwards, opening the hip. Repeating on the opposite side. Remembering if you're standing to hold on to something for balance, you can also stand next to the wall and place your hand on the wall. Coming back to the seated posture for the forward bend. You can do this with the legs out but slightly bent and extended while sitting at the edge of the chair, reaching for the toes, crossing the arms in front of one another on the knees. Or you can place the cushion across your lap and relax down onto the cushion with the knees slightly extended forward. I'm just relaxing here. Another option, if you'd like to try to go a little bit deeper, is to take the strap around the bottoms of the feet, pull against it away from you, and then pulling towards you, leaning down over the legs for a deeper stretch into the hamstrings and relaxing down. Now hold here in whatever variation you've chosen for a few minutes. This pose is very beneficial to stretching the entire length of the spine from the base of the head down to the tailbone, as well as stretching the hamstrings, the calves, the bottoms of the feet, the upper back. And it's also a very relaxing pose. It helps to activate the parasympathetic nervous system for the relaxation response. Continuing to deep breathe here, just for a few more moments. Come out, slowly sitting up. If you have a strap, move the strap to the side. If you have a cushion, move the cushion away. We'll come up to stand now. We're going to work on the forward bend now that we're a little bit warmed up. It's the same motion as the seated motion, so if you're not comfortable standing, you can stay seated and do another forward bend seated. If you'd like to try the standing version, make sure the chair is in front of you and you can reach for the back of the chair, coming forward and then down, reaching for the toes. And depending on your level of comfort and flexibility, you may be able to reach the mat with the palms flat, bending the knees as much as you'd like to. And then rolling up to stand or coming up to stand in a way that you feel supported and comfortable. We'll come back to a seated position on our chair. A few back bends. You can grab on the back of the chair and pull backwards to lift the chest, bend the spine. If you'd like to try this standing, you can also do this standing, gently looking up with the palms in prayer position. Or if you'd like a deeper stretch through the back, taking the strap behind you, and this is either in the seated position or standing, taking the strap behind you with both hands or clasping the hands together if you have the ability to do so, and then stretching up and looking upward. Releasing the strap, coming back to our seated position. We'll do a few side bends. You can either stack the arms overhead, doing side bends looking up. You can keep the palms together in front of you as well to do the same motion. Or if you'd like, you can extend the arms up overhead, looking up. Bending side to side like a blade of grass, feeling flexible and fluid. Bringing the arms down, hands down to the lap. We'll be preparing for a seated spinal twist. Making sure the feet are firmly planted on the floor. You can take the hand to the right side of the chair, the left hand to the right knee, and gently twist the upper body towards the right. The head comes around last. This should be comfortable and without strain. Just pausing here for a moment, and then switching to the opposite side. Left hand on the left chair, right hand on the left knee, and gently twist to the left. Releasing now, sitting for a moment of calm. Thank you for taking the time to take care of yourself today, and thank you for joining me for this class. Om Shanti.